Gentlemen, welcome back to Shades of Health. I'm Dr. Caroline Ruth, and today we're diving deep into one of the most underrated, yet absolutely critical keys to keeping your body young, your mind sharp, and yes, your erections rock hard well into your 50s, 60s, and beyond. You've heard me say this before, but I'll repeat it. As men age, every small habit compounds. The foods you eat, the way you sleep, the exercises you choose, they all add up. But there's one daily habit that silently determines whether your body operates like a finely tuned sports car or a rusted-out sedan struggling up a hill. That habit is hydration. I'm not talking about a casual, drink some water when you're thirsty approach. I'm talking about strategic hydration, understanding how, when, and what to drink to keep your blood flowing like liquid silk, your testosterone production steady, your brain firing on all cylinders, and your bedroom performance as strong as it was in your 20s. Men over 50 face a unique challenge. Our bodies naturally lose water faster, our thirst response dulls, and our ability to hold on to hydration at the cellular level weakens. Add in decades of coffee, alcohol, processed foods, and inconsistent routines, and you've got the perfect recipe for slow, silent dehydration that chips away at your vitality every single day. And here's the kicker: an erection is literally a hydraulic event. Your penis doesn't have bones or hinges. It's a system of chambers that must fill rapidly with blood and stay engorged under pressure. That blood is over 90% water. Dehydrate even slightly, and your blood thickens, your circulation slows, your nitric oxide output drops, and the hard part of the equation becomes a whole lot more difficult. So today, we're going to break this down into 5 powerful, practical, and science-backed hydration principles, each one fine-tuned for men over 50, so you can rehydrate your cells, supercharge your performance, and feel the kind of youthful drive you thought was gone for good. 1. Understanding the over 50 hydration shift. Once you hit your 50s, your body starts playing by a different set of rules. When you were 25, you could skip water all day, crush a workout, grab a beer, and still wake up ready to go. But past 50, everything changes. And it's not just about getting older. Your kidneys, the filters that keep your blood clean, and your fluid balance optimal, lose efficiency over time. This means you don't recycle water as well, and you lose more of it through urination. Your cells, which once held onto water like a sponge, start acting more like a leaky bucket. This happens because the proteins that help move water into your cells decline with age, making it harder for your body to stay truly hydrated, even if you drink the same amount you always have. And here's the tricky part: your thirst mechanism dulls. That built-in alert system that told you, "Hey, I'm thirsty," simply doesn't fire as quickly or as strongly as it used to. By the time you feel thirsty, you're already running on low. Even mild dehydration, as little as a 1 to 2% drop in total body water, can thicken your blood enough to reduce circulation efficiency. That means your heart works harder, your brain runs slower, and your erections are softer or shorter lasting. It also spikes cortisol, your main stress hormone, which in turn suppresses testosterone production. Without healthy testosterone, energy, mood, muscle mass, and sexual performance all take a hit. A quick patient story. I once had a patient in his early 60s who swore he had low testosterone. He was ready to start hormone therapy, but when we ran his labs, his T levels were only borderline low. Nothing alarming. What was alarming was his blood viscosity, essentially how thick and sluggish his blood was. I asked about his hydration. Turns out, he drank 2 coffees in the morning, a soda at lunch, and a glass of wine at dinner. Water? Not really, unless I'm working outside. We fixed his hydration first: steady water intake, electrolytes, timing adjustments, and within 3 weeks, he reported stronger morning erections, better gym performance, and his follow-up labs showed a natural testosterone bump of nearly 20%. No drugs, just water. Your action steps for this shift. Don't wait for thirst. Create a schedule. Drink, even if you don't feel the need. Measure it. Track daily water intake for 1 week to see where you're really at. Think steady, not sudden. Aim for consistent sipping, not occasional chugging. Pair water with electrolytes to help your body hold on to it longer. Aiming your hydration for peak performance. Most men think hydration is just about total quantity. Drink 8 glasses a day and you're set. But if you want the kind of physical stamina, sexual performance, and mental clarity that turns back the clock when you drink is just as important as how much. Timing your hydration is about matching your body's natural rhythms, your hormones, your circulatory demands, and your digestive processes, so every sip works harder for you. Let's start with the first 90 minutes of your day. Overnight, while you sleep, your body loses water through breathing and sweating. That's why your morning weight is usually a little lighter than the night before. But more importantly, after 6 to 8 hours without fluids, your blood is at its thickest and your circulation at its slowest. This is when dehydration does the most silent damage. Your brain is foggy, your heart has to pump harder, and your erectile tissue is literally starting the day underfueled. The morning reset protocol. Within 15 minutes of waking, drink 500 to 700 milliliters, about 17 to 24 ounces, of water. Add a pinch of sea salt and a squeeze of lemon. This combination quickly replenishes lost electrolytes, stimulates your digestive system, and wakes up your adrenal glands. Avoid coffee until after you've rehydrated. Caffeine is a mild diuretic and can worsen that morning dehydration. I've seen men over 50 completely change their mornings just by doing this. One patient, 58 years old, told me his morning erections had been fading for years. He'd wake up half there and figured it was just aging. We added the morning hydration protocol. Within 2 weeks, he was reporting not only stronger morning wood, but more energy and focus at work. The difference wasn't magic. It was blood volume and nitric oxide function restored first thing in the day. Mid-morning power. Your body's cortisol naturally peaks between 8 and 10 a.m. This is your alertness window, but dehydration can flatten it. A 250 to 300 milliliter glass of water every hour during this period helps keep your blood pressure stable and your testosterone conversion efficient. Pre-meal timing. Drinking a small glass of water about 30 minutes before a meal can aid digestion and nutrient absorption without diluting stomach acid, but avoid chugging large amounts right before eating. It can slow digestion. Workout hydration. If you're exercising, whether that's weights, cardio, or even yard work, pre-hydration is king. Drink 500 milliliters about 1 to 2 hours before activity, then sip during your workout. Post-workout, replenish with water, plus electrolytes to replace what you've lost in sweat. Pre-intimacy hydration. Here's the part most men overlook. Sexual performance is an athletic event. An erection requires a rapid increase in penile blood volume. Even mild dehydration reduces this volume, making erections slower to achieve and harder to maintain. Drinking 250 to 300 milliliters of water about 20 to 30 minutes before intimacy can make a noticeable difference. Not so much that you're running to the bathroom, just enough to prime your circulatory system. Your action steps: wake up, rehydrate, then caffeinate. Steady water intake throughout the morning. Strategic pre-meal and pre-activity hydration. Pre-intimacy water. Primer. Part 3. The electrolyte equation. If water is the fuel, electrolytes are the delivery system. Without them, much of what you drink simply passes through you without doing the job you need it to do. Electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, maintain the osmotic balance that keeps water inside your cells rather than just in your bloodstream or bladder. Why it matters for men over 50. As you age, your body becomes less efficient at balancing electrolytes, especially sodium and potassium. Low magnesium levels, common in older men, directly reduce nitric oxide production, which is critical for erections. Electrolyte depletion leads to muscle cramps, low energy, and poor circulation, the trifecta of performance decline. The dry cell problem. Imagine your cells are like grapes when you're fully hydrated. Without adequate electrolytes, those grapes shrivel into raisins. Water isn't being pulled into the cell where it's needed. You may be drinking plenty, but if it's not accompanied by minerals, you're still dehydrated at the cellular level. The nitric oxide connection, magnesium and potassium, play a direct role in relaxing blood vessel walls, allowing more blood flow to your muscles and erectile tissue. Sodium helps maintain the pressure needed to fill the penile chambers quickly. If these are out of balance, erections can feel weaker or fade faster. Practical electrolyte strategies. Add a pinch of high-quality sea salt to your morning water. Eat potassium-rich foods like avocado, spinach, and cooked beets. Consider a magnesium supplement. Glycinate or citrate forms are best absorbed. Use low-sugar electrolyte mixes during hot weather or workouts. A quick patient case. One of my patients, a 62-year-old retired engineer, came to me complaining of mid-afternoon fatigue and hit-or-miss erections. His water intake was fine, but he avoided salt completely because he'd heard it was bad for blood pressure. After reviewing his diet, I recommended adding a small amount of sea salt in the morning and a magnesium supplement at night. Within 10 days, he reported more energy, fewer cramps, and better bedroom performance. His blood pressure, unchanged, because we were restoring balance, not overloading sodium. Part 4. Hydration and testosterone link. This is where most men get their aha moment. Testosterone production is a complex process, but at its core, it depends on hormonal signals traveling through your bloodstream. If your blood is thick and sluggish from dehydration, those signals slow down, and so does testosterone output. Dehydration also triggers a stress response. Your adrenal glands release more cortisol. Cortisol is testosterone's enemy. The higher it goes, the lower your T levels drop. Chronically high cortisol also leads to belly fat gain, which in turn increases aromatase, the enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen. The dehydration testosterone spiral. You're mildly dehydrated. Cortisol rises, testosterone falls. Lower T means less muscle mass, more fat storage. More fat increases estrogen conversion. Energy, mood, and sexual performance drop. How to break the spiral. Maintain steady hydration throughout the day. Pair water with electrolytes to optimize blood volume. Avoid long stretches without fluids, especially in heat or during activity. Include zinc-rich foods like pumpkin seeds and oysters, as zinc helps testosterone production. Lab-backed evidence. I had a 55-year-old patient who came in for low T symptoms. His hydration habits were inconsistent. We ran a baseline testosterone test, then had him follow a strict hydration plan for 30 days. No supplements, no hormone therapy. His total testosterone rose by 14%, and his free testosterone, the kind your body actually uses, increased by 18%. That's the power of optimized circulation and reduced cortisol. Part 5. Making hydration a daily habit that sticks. You can know all the science in the world, but if you don't make it a habit, it won't change your life. For men over 50, habit formation needs to be simple, automatic, and tied to existing routines. The anchor method. Attach your water intake to something you already do. Morning. Drink water immediately after brushing your teeth. Mid-morning. Glass of water after every bathroom break. Lunch. Small glass before eating. Afternoon. Drink water before your coffee or tea. Evening. Glass of water while preparing dinner. Make it visible. Keep a water bottle on your desk, in your car, and near your favorite chair at home. If it's in sight, you're more likely to drink it. Track without obsessing. Aim for consistency, not perfection. Even hitting 80% of your target daily intake will yield noticeable benefits in energy, mood, and performance. Reward yourself. Notice how your body feels when hydrated. The morning energy, the workout stamina, the stronger erections. Let that be your motivation to keep going. Final rally. Gentlemen, your body is over 60% water. Every cell, every nerve impulse, every heartbeat, every moment of intimacy. It all depends on how well you hydrate. This is the easiest, cheapest, and most powerful performance enhancer you'll ever use. Master it, and you'll feel the difference not in months, but in days.